As we grow older, staying active is crucial for maintaining good health and preserving independence. However, it's important to recognize that not all forms of exercise are beneficial as we age. In fact, certain physical activities can have severe consequences on our health. Some exercises may lead to serious injuries, increased cardiovascular strain, or even contribute to an accelerated decline in overall well-being. According to research, engaging in the wrong types of exercises after the age of 65 can significantly raise the risk of injury and could even shorten life expectancy. In today's video, we will focus on shedding light on those exercises that could potentially be harmful to seniors, and will suggest alternatives that could drastically improve your quality of life and longevity. The dangers of certain exercises. For seniors, aging is a natural process, but it brings about several changes in our bodies that we need to be aware of. For instance, as we get older, our bones become more fragile and less dense. Joints lose their flexibility, and muscles tend to lose strength and elasticity. These changes are not just cosmetic. They can significantly impact how our bodies respond to physical activity. When seniors engage in high-intensity physical exercises, or ones that demand a lot of strength and agility, they might be risking much more than just a minor discomfort. The wrong exercise can lead to serious injuries like fractures, sprains, or strains that may take a long time to heal, or in the worst-case scenario, result in permanent damage. Research from reputable sources like the National Institute on Aging shows that performing exercises that are not suited to one's age or physical condition can increase the risk of hospitalization by up to 48%. It's not just the physical strain that makes certain exercises dangerous, but also the way they can exacerbate underlying age-related health conditions such as cardiovascular issues, arthritis, and muscle weakness. As we age, our bodies require a more gentle and tailored approach to exercise, focusing on improving strength, balance, flexibility, and cardiovascular health while minimizing the risk of injury. Now let's take a closer look at 3 common exercises that seniors should avoid to maintain their health and prevent unnecessary harm. By being more mindful of the exercises you choose, you can ensure a more active, healthier, and longer life. High-impact running, a risk for your joints and cardiovascular health. While running is often seen as an exhilarating and efficient way to get in shape, especially for younger adults seeking to boost their endurance, the reality is far different for seniors. As we age, the body undergoes a variety of natural changes, and many of the activities we once took for granted may no longer serve our health in the same way. For seniors, running can be a silent killer, an activity that, while seemingly harmless, carries with it hidden risks that can wreak havoc on both the joints and the cardiovascular system. As you age, your body becomes less resilient to the demands of high-impact activities. The bones lose density over time, making them more susceptible to fractures. Cartilage, which cushions the joints and protects the bones from friction, thins with age, causing joints to become less mobile and more prone to injury. Additionally, ligaments and tendons lose elasticity, and the natural lubrication within the joints begins to decrease, making every movement more taxing and less fluid. When you run on hard surfaces like concrete or asphalt, this puts an enormous amount of stress on the knees, hips, and lower spine. The repeated impact from each stride adds up, intensifying wear and tear on the joints over time. According to the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy, the risk of developing knee and hip injuries increases by an alarming 58% in individuals over 65 who engage in high-impact running. One of the most concerning long-term effects of running on hard surfaces is the development of chronic conditions such as osteoarthritis. Osteoarthritis occurs when the protective cartilage in the joints deteriorates, leading to pain, stiffness, swelling, and a loss of mobility. For seniors, osteoarthritis can significantly diminish quality of life, making everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, and even sitting for long periods excruciating. The constant pounding on the joints from running accelerates this wear and tear process, leaving seniors more vulnerable to debilitating conditions that may require medical intervention, including joint replacement surgery. Beyond the physical toll on the joints, running can also have dangerous implications for seniors' balance and coordination. As we age, proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space, declines. This reduced ability to sense changes in posture and balance increases the risk of falls. Missteps during a run can lead to serious injuries such as sprains, fractures, or even head trauma. A simple misjudgment of terrain or a momentary loss of balance during a run could lead to catastrophic outcomes for older adults. Furthermore, falling can lead to a cycle of fear and diminished confidence, discouraging physical activity altogether and contributing to further physical decline. The cardiovascular system, while generally benefiting from regular exercise, can also be negatively impacted by high-impact running in older adults. Running causes sudden spikes in heart rate and blood pressure, which can be particularly dangerous for seniors with undiagnosed or unmanaged heart conditions. This sudden demand on the heart increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, or other cardiovascular emergencies. The intense physical exertion required during running places a strain on the cardiovascular system, which can be overwhelming for the body when the heart's efficiency naturally declines with age. However, it's important to note that this doesn't mean that seniors should avoid exercise altogether. It's not about completely abandoning physical activity, but rather about adapting exercise routines to better suit the body's changing needs. There are many alternative activities that can offer the same cardiovascular benefits without the harsh impact on the joints and heart. Brisk walking is an excellent low-impact option that promotes circulation, strengthens muscles, and improves heart health without the risk of joint damage. Swimming provides a full-body workout and is gentle on the joints due to the buoyancy of the water, allowing seniors to exercise without the risk of injury. Cycling, particularly on softer surfaces or stationary bikes, is another great alternative. Cycling allows for aerobic benefits while keeping the stress off the knees, hips, and spine. These low-impact exercises are a fantastic way to maintain cardiovascular health and overall fitness as we age. They keep the heart strong, the body flexible, and the joints mobile, all without the harmful effects that running on hard surfaces can have. Ultimately, the goal is to stay active while making choices that safeguard long-term health and mobility. By shifting to gentler forms of exercise, seniors can still enjoy the benefits of physical activity while protecting their joints and heart from unnecessary strain. Heavy weightlifting, a hazardous pursuit for seniors. Heavy weightlifting has long been a hallmark of strength and vitality, with many younger adults turning to this form of exercise to build muscle mass, enhance endurance, and improve overall fitness. However, for seniors, the pursuit of heavy weightlifting can be far more harmful than beneficial. As the body ages, it undergoes various natural changes, including the loss of muscle mass, decreased bone density, and reduced elasticity in tendons and ligaments. These changes make seniors more susceptible to injuries and health complications when engaging in high-intensity weightlifting. For younger individuals, the body can often withstand the strains and stresses of heavy lifting. However, the aging body is not as resilient. Over time, muscles, tendons, and bones lose their elasticity and strength. The muscles become weaker and less efficient, while the tendons and ligaments that support joints become less flexible and more brittle. This makes it far easier to suffer from muscle strains, joint injuries, and ligament damage. The repetitive stress that heavy lifting places on the body can lead to chronic wear and tear, which, in seniors, can result in long-term complications that severely impact mobility and quality of life. The American Geriatric Society has sounded the alarm about the dangers of high-intensity resistance training for seniors, particularly when it involves heavy weightlifting. According to their research, seniors who engage in heavy weightlifting are at a significantly higher risk for sudden spikes in blood pressure, vascular injuries, and even strokes. The aging cardiovascular system is less capable of handling the rapid and extreme increases in blood pressure that often accompany lifting heavy loads. The heart and arteries become less elastic and efficient with age, which makes them more vulnerable to the sudden surges in pressure that occur when lifting heavy weights. This increases the risk of dangerous heart-related events, including heart attacks and strokes, which can be life-threatening for older adults. In addition to cardiovascular risks, the structural changes that occur in the aging body make seniors more prone to injuries such as tendon and ligament tears. As tendons and ligaments become stiffer with age, they lose their ability to stretch and absorb the stress of heavy lifting. This means that seniors are more likely to suffer from ruptures or tears in these connective tissues, leading to painful injuries that can require surgical intervention and long recovery times. The spine, too, is at risk. Seniors' spines become more fragile as bone density decreases, increasing the likelihood of spinal compression fractures, particularly when lifting heavy weights. These fractures can lead to long-lasting pain and can greatly affect mobility and quality of life. Another hidden danger of heavy weightlifting for seniors is the increased risk of falls. Lifting heavy weights requires coordination, strength, and stability, abilities that can deteriorate with age. Seniors may experience difficulty maintaining balance when attempting to lift heavy loads, and the consequences of losing balance can be severe. A fall while lifting weights can lead to fractures, sprains, and torn ligaments. The impact of a fall, especially for seniors with osteoporosis or weakened bones, can result in life-altering injuries, such as broken hips or wrists. These types of injuries often require lengthy rehabilitation and can significantly reduce independence. Despite the risks associated with heavy weightlifting, strength training is not off limits for seniors. In fact, engaging in resistance training can be highly beneficial for older adults. However, it is important to approach strength training in a safe and controlled manner. Light to moderate resistance exercises, such as using lighter weights, resistance bands, or bodyweight exercises, can provide substantial benefits without putting undue stress on the joints, muscles, and cardiovascular system. These exercises help to improve overall strength, enhance balance, and increase flexibility, all of which are crucial for maintaining independence and preventing falls. Additionally, strength training can help preserve bone density, which is particularly important for seniors at risk of osteoporosis. By focusing on low-impact, controlled exercises, seniors can maintain muscle mass, improve joint mobility, and enhance cardiovascular health, all while avoiding the dangers of heavy weightlifting. The key takeaway is that strength training should not be abandoned as we age, but rather adapted to suit the changing needs of the body. By opting for safer alternatives and focusing on proper technique and lower weights, seniors can safely reap the benefits of strength training without the hazardous risks associated with heavy weightlifting. Engaging in regular, moderate exercise can help seniors maintain their strength, reduce the risk of falls, and significantly improve their overall health and well-being. Plyometric exercises, the hidden dangers of high-intensity, jumping plyometric. Exercises, including jump squats, box jumps, and burpees, have become popular in fitness circles as a way to enhance explosive strength, agility, and athleticism. These exercises are typically associated with high-intensity training programs, and many younger adults use them to improve performance in sports or to increase overall fitness. However, for seniors, plyometric movements are not only unnecessary, but can be incredibly risky. Despite their promise of increased strength and agility, these exercises place tremendous strain on the body, especially on joints, tendons, and bones, that can have lasting and severe consequences for older adults. The nature of plyometric exercises requires rapid and powerful movements, making them inherently high impact. They demand a high level of coordination, balance, and joint stability, qualities that tend to naturally decline with age. As the body ages, the muscles become weaker, the joints less flexible, and the bones more fragile. For seniors, Engaging in explosive movements can be extremely dangerous, as it increases the risk of injury. Whether it's landing from a jump or performing a fast-paced movement, the sudden forces placed on the knees, hips, and lower back can cause strains, sprains, or even more severe fractures. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, falls are the leading cause of both fatal and non-fatal injuries among older adults. Plyometric exercises, which demand quick, high-intensity movements, put seniors at a much higher risk of falls and serious injury. A single misstep or loss of balance during a jump can easily result in a fractured hip, broken bones, or a debilitating spinal injury. These types of injuries are not only painful, but also require long recovery times. In many cases, seniors may never fully recover, and they could experience lasting mobility problems that dramatically impact their quality of life. The dangers of plyometric exercises extend beyond physical injury. When seniors engage in high-intensity exercises that result in falls or near falls, they may experience a psychological effect known as post-fall anxiety syndrome. This is a fear of movement or falling again that can lead to a complete avoidance of physical activity. Over time, this fear can lead to a sedentary lifestyle, muscle atrophy, and further falls. The cycle of inactivity and fear can severely limit a senior's ability to stay mobile and independent, ultimately leading to diminished physical and mental health. While dynamic movement and exercise are essential for seniors to maintain strength, flexibility, and independence, plyometric exercises are not the right choice. Instead of high-intensity jumping exercises, seniors should focus on lower-impact activities that improve balance, coordination, and muscle strength without the associated risks of injury. One such activity is Tai Chi, an ancient form of exercise that emphasizes slow, controlled movements to improve balance and flexibility. Tai Chi has been shown to reduce the risk of falls and improve overall mobility in seniors. Other safe alternatives to plyometric exercises include controlled agility drills, which can be tailored to an individual's ability and pace. These exercises focus on improving coordination and balance through low-impact movements, helping seniors maintain their stability and avoid dangerous falls. Additionally, activities like water aerobics or brisk walking on soft surfaces can also enhance cardiovascular health and strength without the intense impact of plyometrics. The bottom line is that while it's important for seniors to stay active, plyometric exercises are simply too risky for older adults. Instead, seniors should opt for low-impact, controlled exercises that provide the benefits of improved strength, balance, and flexibility without the dangerous side effects of high-intensity jumping. By choosing safer forms of exercise, seniors can reduce the risk of injury and maintain their mobility, strength, and quality of life for years to come.